2020 is finally here. And in this powerful new energetic year, you might find yourself brimming with new desires, new wants, or maybe the complete opposite, feeling like you want to transform or change your life, but you don't know how. When it comes to creating our reality, to manifesting, there's one particular element that is so essentially powerful for our ability to create reality. And so it's very important that you pay attention to how you can manifest, how you can create a powerful reality in 2020. I was recently asked if there was something different about the year 2020. There is something energetically more powerful about 2020, the beginning of a decade. And though in the greater scope of universal existence, time, as we understand it as humans, is a lot more fluid than the structured aspect of the time that we have. There is something energetically very particular about 2020. For some of you, you might have been through a powerful cycle, especially beginning in 2012 that ended in 2019. And so as you completed this cycle, now you are ready to move into this new decade, this new year, with new intentions. These intentions, though, in some cases might not be particularly clear to you, and that's okay. So if you're one of those people who might have set some intentions, but maybe you know there's something else you need to do, a purpose, your true purpose you need to discover, you just don't know what it is yet, that's okay. What I'm about to share with you will help you to not simply bring things about into your life, not simply to do things better in your life or to create a better reality, but to be. And this is the key. See, oftentimes when people get in touch with me, they want to know, what can I do? Do. What can I do to be better? What can I do to solve the situation? What can I do to feel better? So many of you are focused on doing, and that's all right. Doing is an aspect of creating reality, but not until we can be. See, being is the easiest, most beautiful aspect of being a human being, right? The word holds in and of itself what we truly are in essence, a being, to be. And yet so many of us do not understand how to be. See, what meditation does is allows us to be. It allows us to stop any physical action. But oftentimes we have so much mental action. And so with meditation comes a breath. You breathe. You breathe, and you begin to be a little bit better. Sometimes you can be for hours, right? I don't know if you've ever had a moment like this, or when I call it a moment, it could be many, many moments. And this holds the key to anything else. You might say, well, I cannot afford, Charlie, to sit and be for hours. You do not have to. You can simply meditate for 5 minutes. Sometimes you don't even really need to meditate per se as much as spend time practicing being. So how do you practice being? See, the older we become, especially as we enter adulthood, there's some pressure on us. We need goals to achieve. We need to, have a house, have a partner, have this long list of things that make us seem as these functional human beings. And many people have gotten to this place where they've gotten all these things, but internally they are in complete chaos. Why? Because they never really figured out how to be. And then, from that place, attract not just people and circumstances, but also attract the ideas, attract the inspiration to then move on with the particular action. So how do you be? I'm going to share with you, and it's important that you pay attention, because it's very easy to now, think, okay, being sounds so esoteric, so spiritual, but how do I actually get to do this? How do I get to practice this, do this, say this is so much part of human language, to do. How do I practice being in such a way that I'm not just a lone person on a mountain, but I'm able to navigate life. I'm able to be in life. And I'm able to create around me a universe, a world that is full of circumstances, that is full of wonderful people, that is full of all the things that I really want. And so, pay attention. What do you do every single morning when you first wake up? What do you think about? What do you think about? What runs through your head? Do you wake up and go to your phone? Do you wake up and think of what you must do the next day or today, or what happened the previous day, or what somebody said? Now, no matter what you do, I want you to begin doing something and being a little bit different. How do you get to be a little bit different each morning? Well, every morning when you wake up, with every breath that you take, those beginning breaths, I want you to begin really enjoying this moment of waking up. Now, for some of you, you say, I cannot enjoy it because I have to be up early for work. I really don't want to be up this early. I want to get more rest. No matter how much rest you believe that you need at that particular moment, when you are waking up, I want you to really take in that moment. It won't take many minutes away from you having to get up. Those 2 minutes, those 3 minutes, those 5 minutes you take in this particular moment will not help you get to work sooner. As a matter of fact, when you do take these moments to be, not only will you get to work faster, but you will get to work wherever you need to be in a particular state. Because this is the key. When we learn to simply be, we practice being in a particular state. Now, because you have been practicing so far to be in the state of chaos most of the morning because your thoughts are everywhere, you're all over the place, or you're in a state of darkness or depression. But as you wake up, and I want you to really appreciate that you've woken up, I want you to appreciate yourself. I want you to appreciate what you're about to do. I want you to appreciate the particular moment just for a few minutes and begin to pay a little attention to the details. Is the air in your room warm or cool? Do you enjoy being in the warm sheets, or are you feeling hot so you can't wait to get up and splash some water on your face? Maybe you enjoy your morning coffee. Maybe you are about to do something right in the day and you know you must take this action. It's a powerful action for you. Or maybe it's a mundane action, and that's okay. I want you to appreciate whatever it is that you are in that particular moment, and whatever it is that begins to come in through your mind. Because no doubt, especially in the beginning of this practice, you'll be showered with thoughts coming in from the way that you have trained yourself. Whatever you think about, maybe you reach for your phone. I want you to hold off on that, even if it's just for a moment or two, and just really appreciate maybe the particular bed that you're in, the particular room, and to appreciate yourself, and to breathe. And then as you wake up during the day, have some fun in that morning. Now, you might be in a rush, and in that rush, we can be frustrated with ourselves. We might be frustrated with our kids. Come on, let's get going. Let's do this, let's do that, right? You get so worked up. But I want you to take some time and have a little bit of fun. Get into a sense of play. Why does this matter? You say, why, Charlie, does this matter to me achieving my goals about going to the gym or me figuring out my life purpose? Because without a sense of play and joy and fun, you will continue to be wherever you have been and to see the same results, whatever you have seen so far. And chances are you're not particularly happy where you're at. You might not be feeling particularly joyful and excited about where you're at. And this simple daily practice of being in appreciation, of being in a sense of play, that is what will set you in the state that it will allow you to do all the things that you want to do, right? It is being this particular state. Now, you might fight this, or you might want to just continue watching just to say, yeah, of course, it's so easy. Yeah, well, I got important things to do. I must be a serious person, right? But I want you to Even if you continue watching or not, I want you to really remember this. Remember the importance of waking up in a state of simply being in appreciation, of simply being in a state of play and joy. The more you practice this, the more you'll find yourself more awake in the morning, more sharp, more ready for the more fun that is awaiting you, more ready to be in a state, in a flow state, no matter what is happening with the rest of the day. Without it, we're simply in a state of chaos, constantly dependent on what's happening in this moment so I can react to it, constantly in a reactive state. So it's important to find, when you find this particular state of being, you enter the state of flow. And no matter what comes next, without appreciating the particular moment from the moment that you wake up, there's no the rest of it, right? The rest of the things that you want. So in this particular moment, remember, you deserve this. You deserve to feel the state of well-being. So enjoy 2020 and enjoy creating a beautiful reality